country, the Syracuse Orange, taking on one of the participants from last year's playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. Syracuse will kick off and we'll be underway. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Georgia's offense will take the field first. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like this.
And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
Man, you talk all week about setting the tone, quieting this crowd. Don't let them get involved. You know how you do that? Get a sack and force a punt on the first possession of the football game. That's a heck of a start for this defense.
Georgia lining up to punt it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the Oak. So Syracuse's offense will have its first possession of the game. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Wants to go up top on first down. It's on target and complete. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. It's complete on the right side. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. With the run on first and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. These fans raising the volume on second and goal. Back to pass. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands. Third and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for the goal line. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Orange. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. So they covered 42 yards on the drive. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. On the move from inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Off play action. And the pressure gets him back at the 8-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass. Georgia sends out the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. That's usually prime return position, but he'll make the fair catch just outside the 40. Off the play fake on 1st down. Here's a heat. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. To the air on 2nd down. He'll throw it. Right on the money. And this guy has some shiftiness to him, and he showed it off to the defense after picking up a few. He'll throw on 3rd down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
And the defense there goes zone coverage, maybe confused the quarterback a little bit, forced him to hold on to the football, and that allowed the pass rush to get home.
The Orange will have to punt. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Sends his first one of the day on the way. We didn't see much of him in that victory last week, just called on one time. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. From the gun, the ground game. Creates a little room. Breaks into the open. Into enemy territory and outbounds at the 48.
Yeah, defensively, you better be ready to run east and west when you're playing against this offense in their running game. That time, the offense was able to outflank the defense to the right side for a big play.
Got it in the middle. It's Knowles. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Robinson. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Wants to fire on 2nd down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Siegel. And he's brought down after a nice gain. Georgia ready to dial it up on another 1st down. Looking to pass inside the red zone. Got his man down the middle. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stopped. Now on 1st and goal, let's see what Georgia will do. They'll try to get it in with the run. He pushes it forward all the way to the 2-yard line. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. And again, he gets nothing. This defense is not giving up anything on the goal line. Wants to throw for it on 3rd and goal. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited. And here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they were able to put up a 3 spot on that last drive, and now the kickoff team out there as they prepare to put boot to leather. He'll start the return inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. One final play before the end of the quarter. To the air on 1st down. Those two failed to make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. And the quarterback couldn't withstand the heat, and he will go down as we played 1 quarter. Guys, we're at the end of the quarter, and Syracuse has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. He'll get rid of it. Got his man to the left. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 and the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Off play action on 1st down. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And this linebacker is all over the field in run support. When they throw the football, though, man, does he have great vision, and he breaks on the football. Look at him using the hands. He had 2 a week ago. Throw in another today. That's a season for a linebacker most of the time. Great 2-game stretch for this LB.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Starts a drive trying to go up top. Throws to the wideout. Soft spot in the middle. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Now the play fake. Here's the pressure. He's run out of bounds and didn't gain an inch on the play. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Had to throw it before he wanted. He just tossed that one out of bounds. You avoid the sack. You avoid the turnover. You've got more plays here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Snagged out of the air. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a 1st down. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They give him the rock again on 2nd and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Tries to surge ahead on the sneak. Sneak gets it done.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a top 5 battle with enormous ramifications all across football. Here's the latest. Miami is currently trailing, but if this young star leads a comeback today, he could join Vinny Testaverde and Gino Torretta in the pantheon of greats to play at the U.
Give to the running back.
It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Duke. We'll keep you up to speed if anything changes in this contested top 5 matchup. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Here's why this one's so much fun, guys. Early in the season, sort of a proving ground type of game for a couple of squads that believe they could win it all.
And we've heard so much in this offseason, right, about both.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. A return there would have just been icing on the cake. They'll just have to settle for the cake at the 23.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the #1 job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you. And I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent. He's making bad decisions.
Looking to throw on first down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Cutler. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. So now it's 2nd and long. They'll run play action. He's got his man across the middle. Touchdown, Syracuse. And they take it in for 6 more points. No midseason doldrums for these guys as they push out the lead in Week 6.
It's so nice to have these big playmaking tight ends that are basically oversized receivers. Make a play down the field to him, huge catch radius, makes the play, and then I love the run after the catch. These guys can do this nowadays. He does the rest.
And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone.
Georgia, 3.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And the returner will be knocked down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This is a huge drive for this offense, down 21-3 and needing to get back in the game. Stonewalled again. No gain on the play. They keep trying to stick with the running game, but there's not much getting done. Off the play fake. Catch in the middle. It's Seagal. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
Brings up 3rd down.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Caught over the middle. It's Knowles. They'll move those chains, getting it out to the 29-yard line and trying to get this drive rolling.
1st down for the offense.
Looking downfield on 1st down. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to pass. A strike downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Finally, this offense starting to show a little juice. They've got a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. He wants to throw it again. And the pass is incomplete, but it might not matter. Flag is down, and it looked as if the defense was roughing up that receiver.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. He simply can't do it, and the referee's caught it.
Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Fires to the wideout. And that pass incomplete. The defense got a hand on it. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Caught in the backfield. It's Chubb. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down. The Dogs pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. A really nice run and gain, and he gets down to avoid taking punishment. A 1st down for the offense. Running back searching for a hole. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Woo. Deep breath, right, man? You fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. On 3rd and long, he'll have to turn it loose deep. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And for the second time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Never a doubt. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Gets open down the middle. Excellent job rallying to the ball, and they knock him down. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Tight coverage and an incomplete pass. The defense knocks it away and forces the 4th down. Syracuse will be forced to punt. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. They'll try to put a drive together starting from the 36. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Knowles. Makes the stop at the 49, but not before he gets in plus territory, gets 15 and a 1st down. To the air on 1st down. Snagged in the middle. It's Luna. Man, just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. The hurry up now. 2nd down. Clock ticking. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Chubb. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. They're at their fastest tempo trying to get off this 3rd down play. Grab near the sticks. It's Siegel. 3rd down conversions are huge, and they've got one, and they're at the 35. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Robinson. And he slipped. He'll house it. Touchdown, Dogs!
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the 2nd half.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. A very conservative approach here, just taking the knee and heading to the locker room. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, looks like we've had a compelling start to things there in Athens. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. With that said, let's send it back to the guys at Dooley Field inside Sanford Stadium.
Ready to get things going here in the 2nd half as Georgia about to kick it away. On the run from inside his own 5. And the returner is stopped. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. They go to work in the 3rd quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright. There he goes! Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
Syracuse right back at it. He's got it on the right. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Caught in the backfield. It's Copper. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. This dog crowd is off the leash, and they are coming after them, bringing noise on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. Syracuse will send out the punt team. He's getting a lot of work. 4th time he's punted tonight. Blocked those heels at the 10 and didn't go backwards. He makes the fair catch there. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Last time they had it, just an aerial assault. Precision execution, moved right down the field and put it in the end zone. Fires to the big fella.
Man, it's nice having a QB that is going to hang in there. You can tell, hanging in there, he knows he's going to get hit, right? If I'm going to get hit, I might as well make a completion. Great job hanging in there, throwing the football on target and getting the completion.
Now here on 2nd down, see if they keep tossing it around. To the ground with the back. Able to pick up a couple before he's dragged down at the 19. And the Bulldogs come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd down. Grab near the marker. It's Knowles. Has plenty for the 1st down, and they stop him at the 28. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. That one never had a chance, incomplete. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Got his man on the right. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47. This Georgia offense moving quickly down the field. Looking downfield on 1st down. And he throws another interception. His 3rd one of the night. Not a lot of room on the return, but he'd already gotten the most important thing, the ball, and they have it at the 46. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They'll have another opportunity to extend this lead after